Doamnelor și domnilor, a sosit momentul să difuzăm în această seară prima parte a interviului cu ambasadorul Statelor Unite la București. Vine într-un moment, așa cum puteți vedea, plin de tensiune, de amenințări, de dezinformări și o perioadă în care oamenii vor să știe răspunsuri. Aș vrea să vă dau câteva elemente despre doamna ambasador, despre excelența sa, Kathleen Ann Kavalec. Este membru de carieră al Serviciului de Externe american cu rang de ministru consilier și a servit până de curând ca șefa misiunii OSCE în Bosnia și Herțegovina. A fost nominalizată în funcție de către, desigur, Departamentul de Stat, momentul în care a părăsit postul din Bosnia în pregătire pentru noul angajament. Anterior, domnia sa a ocupat o funcție de secretar adjunct în Biroul pentru Afaceri Europene și Euroasiatice al Departamentului de Stat. Înainte, doamna ambasador a fost directorul Oficiului pentru Afaceri Ruse și șef adjunct al misiunii SUA-UNESCO la Paris, în Franța. Excelența sa a supravegheat programe majore de asistență externă din Statele Unite în calitate de coordonator adjunct pentru asistență în Biroul European și ca director pentru prevenirea conflictelor în Biroul Comandamentului pentru Reconstrucție și Stabilitate. A avut misiuni extrem de importante în străinătate, care includ Serviciul de Ofițer pentru Afaceri Culturale al Ambasadei SUA la București, și aici va fi un lucru foarte important. Unul dintre lucrurile senzaționale este nu doar faptul că este un diplomat de carieră excepțional, ci faptul că, de fapt, vorbește limba română, cum veți vedea în interviu în partea a doua. Vorbește și înțelege, de fapt, cunoscând foarte bine poporul român încă de la începutul anilor 2000. Bun, atenție că e foarte important cu privire la cariera domniei sale. Deci, domnia sa a ocupat această poziție la ambasada SUA din București și la cea din Kiev, precum și la ambasada Statelor Unite de la Moscova. Mai fusese nominalizată în timpul mandatului președintelui Trump pentru postul de ambasador în Albania, până la urmă nu a mers acolo. Cert este că la Washington a lucrat ca ofițer de management legislativ în Biroul pentru Afaceri Legislative și ca director al unității economice din Biroul Coordonatorului pentru Asistență pentru noile state independente. Este originară din California, are studii extrem de solide, a studiat la Berkeley, are un masterat în științe în serviciul extern la Universitatea Georgetown din Washington și este beneficiarul la numeroase premii ale Departamentului de Stat, precum și premiul pentru rangul prezidențial. Vorbește, atenție câte limbi, limba română, limba spaniolă, portugheză, franceză, ucraineană și rusă. O personalitate majoră, este ambasador în România, iar în momentul în care vorbește, știți foarte bine, ambasadorul Statelor Unite reprezintă interesele Statelor Unite, dar și poziția președintelui Statelor Unite la București. Un interviu în exclusivitate pentru Antena 3 CNN, realizat de colegul și prietenul meu Radu Tudor, în care excelența sa, doamna ambasador, spune niște lucruri extrem de importante. Haideți să urmărim prima parte a interviului.
Ambassador Kavalec, thank you for having this interview for Antena 3 CNN Romania.
Thanks for inviting me.
We will discuss several issues about the strategic partnership between United States and Romania. And first of all, because it is a war on our frontier, and because Romania is one of the most important allies in the eastern flank of NATO. The US military contribution to our country is absolutely crucial. We see thousands of troops, technique, we see so many operations that are taking part inside the strategic partnership between US and Romania, and also on NATO defense plans. What is the future of the US military presence in Romania when you're talking about troops increasing, about arms prepositioning? What about the spectacular contract on F-35 and so on?
Okay. Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's within our strategic partnership with Romania, which, by the way, just celebrated 25 years ago last year, we have a very strong security partnership. And as NATO allies, we work together in a number of areas. And, of course, with the war on the border with Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia, we have increased that cooperation and will continue to do so to improve the deterrence and to improve our interoperability within the alliance. So as you mentioned, we've increased the troop presence of American troops here in Romania. We tripled the number from around 1,000 to over 3,000 now. Currently, we have the 10th Mountain Division headquarters here. We are assisting with all kinds of purchases to improve Romania's defense capability. And let me say that Romania took some very forward-leaning and prescient decisions back in 2017, taking into account the Russian invasion of Crimea in 2014. And I think the decisions taken at the time to acquire new systems such as the Patriot systems, such as HIMARS, such as F-16s, has really proven valuable, both to increase the deterrence here within Romania, but to make Romania a stronger NATO ally. It's important to note that the alliance really is about deterrence and about a common front, about unity. The Article 5 says an attack on any NATO member as an attack on all NATO members. President Biden has been clear that we will defend every inch of the NATO area. So the best defense, in addition to improving capabilities and to improving interoperability, is just the common front that we are all presenting. So we will continue that work. Several systems have already been delivered. More systems are in train. And I think that sets the stage for Romania to continue to improve its defense ability, and also given that to show its leadership, I think, within the alliance. Romania has met the Wales Pledge and exceeded it. All the allies had committed to spend at least 2% of their gross national product on defense. Romania is at 2.5%. So I think it's definitely a leader in the alliance on the eastern flank.
Can we hope for a discussion about a U.S. permanent presence in Romania in a base?
Well, that will depend on future discussions that we have, but currently the focus is on having a persistent rotational presence. I think what's less important is the permanence of troops, but that there always be troops. And that's what rotational presence is about. It also means that the troops that come through are trained to operate in Europe, and the more rotations you have, the more preparation and more divisions that you have that are familiar with the territory, that have worked together with Romanian counterparts and within the alliance. So for the moment, I think this rotational persistence presence is definitely the way to go.
Ambassador, Black Sea was transformed by Russia into a war zone.
Yes.
And we see so many aggressions taking part in the Black Sea. What is Washington's effort to concentrate with security initiatives on the Black Sea?
Yeah.
Because we are limited here in the Black Sea as NATO members, Romania, Bulgaria, and Turkey, by the Montreux Convention, and we cannot bring more allied support on the Black Sea. So what is the Washington decision for this area?
On the Black Sea, definitely the region has attracted greater attention in Washington. You probably know that Congress adopted legislation encouraging the administration to develop a Black Sea strategy, which is currently being drafted. And that strategy is a comprehensive strategy that looks not only at defense and security, but economic prosperity, freedom of navigation, all of those issues, encouraging countries along the Black Sea to work together. So we expect that strategy will be made public in the next few months. So that's one area in which we've been working. The U.S. has also been active within the NATO alliance to ensure that the Black Sea is taken into account in NATO planning, and it was added last year to the strategic concept of NATO based on U.S. Lobbying for it to be included. Certainly, there is a lot more attention in Washington on this area, and we've seen that in the many visits by senior American leaders to Romania. We've had the Vice President come, the Secretary of Defense, the Secretary of State, the First Lady, many congressional delegations, many senior military leaders. So I think there is a growing awareness of the importance of the region and the need to be active and contribute to the defense along the eastern flank and the Black Sea region.
Ambassador Kavalec, a huge hybrid war was launched by Russia and China also in Romania and other Western countries, but in Romania in particular. The intention of this hybrid war is to transform the willing of the people against Western values, against liberty and democracy.
Yeah.
How can United States help to fight this hybrid war, and what is your evaluation about this hybrid war impact in Romania?
Yeah. No, we share that concern, and I don't think it's a concern just in Romania. We see that across many Western countries. And I think our response here is to work with our partners to promote media literacy, to promote responsibility in journalism, fact-checking. It's important that the media be transparent in its own reporting, in its financing, in its ownership. It's important that there be commitment to fact-checking and transparency, because what's happening is this type of attack is intended to undermine credibility of institutions, democratic institutions, whether it's the government, whether it's the media, whether it's other institutions. So I think for all of us, it's important to increase our focus on transparency, on sharing information, on being accurate in what we say, and then in education to working to increase media literacy so that people are critical, are able to analyze and use critical thinking when they receive information, because it's incredibly easy to circulate with the social media system that we have to be able to circulate false information, especially if it's sensationalistic. People tend to click and share very quickly when they see something that provokes an emotional reaction. So part of our educational effort, and I've talked here with the Minister of Education about this, she wants to do more in this area, is to help students understand how they can be manipulated to combat this. I think Romania is pretty resilient on these issues. Obviously, the people who engage in this type of manipulation have lots of tricks that they can use, and they are having an impact. But overall, I think Romanians are pretty quick to discern, which things are true and which things are not. Particularly when we talk about the war next door, I think Romanians are pretty clear-eyed about who is attacking who and the terrible, unprovoked, illegal aggression carried out by Russia.